This is done by Green Meadow Games. It's the second game in a series of four. It's going to be a quintology of games by Taylor Hayward. In this game, we're all playing in the setting is set in a village in the northern Europe where we're trying to work together, semi-co-op or co-op, depending on how you want to play it yourself. To build and construct a town or a village together. Each round, we're going to reveal 5 of these town cards. I'll give you an idea of what they look like. They have various threats on them and different value of buildings. The threats need to be met using the resource cards that you will use in your hands. There are 4 different suits. Like that. Not that lucky today. There you go. 4 different suits that you will be using throughout the game.
All right.
Cool.
On the resource cards, there will be a resource with treasures ranging from -2 to +2. There will also be cards that has no treasure on them. You will use the treasures with the bonuses that doesn't have the minus in front of it in order to build the buildings. So you need 8 of them in order to, or 10 for this building and so forth. You'll be placing your cards during the game face down underneath the town card. So you'll make a row of the 5 along here and stick your cards underneath to contribute towards it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the basic of it. At the start, everyone will begin with 2 wounds because life in the medieval era is not without its challenges. So if everyone hovers their mouse above the wound cards that are here, click the button 2 on your keyboard, you will be dealt 2 of these cards.
I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Ha.
Just check them back and shuffle them nicely. The resource cards would also be used in order to construct the great buildings. You can find them over here. There are 4 different great buildings with different requirements. So, for example, in order to build the oracle, you need 10 blue cards stuck underneath here. You only resolve the great buildings at the end of the game. As you can see on top, the star here indicates how many victory points each of these great buildings are worth at the end. The card above here indicates how many victory points you need in order to succeed. I'm gonna give you a component here. Let's see. Just to make counting your cards numbers a bit easier. I'm gonna lock it so it doesn't move away. Is it okay for you with all of you sitting around the table like that with the cards being up here?
It's okay for me.
The great buildings?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I could rotate them if you wanted. On top here, you have some reference sheets with the building values, because behind on the town cards, there will be information. So you will be using some social deduction in order to figure out where you will go and how you will play the game.
Okay.
The buildings have victory points range, as seen on the building values here. So when you're building, you can use 1 blue card, suited card, as a spy action to actually take it into your hand and then flip it and look at it to find out whether or not you want to put your resources into that one if you think it's good enough. You can also do that with the threats, so you would be... So some of them, as you can see on the threat reference, does nothing, and some of them give wounds. And some of them destroy the lowest value building. In terms of resolving the town cards during play, is that you first deal with all the threats, then you would deal with all the buildings. If the destroy lowest value building is triggered from a threat and you have no buildings, but you built a building during that turn, that card is destroyed.
Okay.
At the beginning of the run, we will start with 7 resource cards. As you get rid of your wound cards, you'll be able to get more. Your hand limit size is 9. So if you all mouse over the resource cards, you can press 7 and deal yourself 7 resource cards.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay.
And there are 2 different ways of winning this game. Either by playing together and building the village and meeting the requirement for success based on how many co-op players you are. The other one is going for a solo player win, which is basically hoarding treasures for yourself and keeping it to yourself by sticking them in your storehouse. At the beginning of every round, you have to take one of your cards and put them in the storehouse face down in front of you. Once per round, you may dip into your storehouse to look at the card that you have there and trade them on a one-to-one basis. So you can basically save a card for your next round if you want to. Or you can just stick treasures or cards that you're not needing for this round, but it might be useful later. You can also one time per round discard a card to gain a card as an action. But only once.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You might use 3 green suited cards in order to do a heal action to remove one of your wounds or one of your teammates.
Right.
And you can also... You can see that the actions here with the different ones. You can use yellow to supplement with any suit that you don't have enough of. So if you're wanting to do an attack storehouse card from another player to randomly remove one of their cards, and you're using 3 reds, you could supplement with, say, 3 yellows or
Right.
yellows.
Yeah, okay.
In
Makes
order to
sense.
be able to do. Yeah.
Cool.
Right. Do you guys want to run this by yourself, or do you want me to stick around and help out with the rules as you go?
It's up to him.
I think we could use a lot of help.
Yeah. I think so
I'll
too.
stick around. No worries. Do you want me to just be the dealer and I can handle the town cards and the discards?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep. Okay. Let's just shuffle these up nicely. Alright. 1,